Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're dialing back to the 80s and 90s to explore the fascinating world of pagers. Before smartphones dominated, there was a device that changed communication forever, the pager. It may seem hard to imagine now, but before the age of instant messaging and apps, these small devices were the go-to for staying connected. Whether you were a doctor, a business executive, or even just a teenager trying to look cool, pagers were the cutting-edge tool for getting important messages. But how exactly did these simple gadgets revolutionize communication? And what made them so iconic in their time? Before we dive into the rise of pagers, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our future tech deep dives. Let's take a trip down tech memory lane to uncover the rise, peak, and eventual fall of the mighty pager. In the early days of communication, sending messages over long distances was slow and often unreliable. But everything changed when pagers hit the scene. Invented in the 1950s by a team at Motorola, pagers were small wireless devices that could receive messages via radio signals. The very first pagers could only receive a simple beep, but that beep was revolutionary. It signaled that someone was trying to reach you, no matter where you were. By the 1970s and 80s, technology advanced, and pagers could display numeric codes or short text messages. This was a game changer for industries that relied on instant communication. Think of doctors on call, police officers in the field, and business executives closing deals. When a pager buzzed, they knew there was important information that needed immediate attention. Pagers weren't just limited to professionals, though. By the early 90s, pagers had exploded in popularity with over 61 million users worldwide, including everyday people. The simplicity and reliability of pagers made them indispensable in fast-paced environments where quick communication was crucial. Whether it was responding to an emergency in a hospital or sealing a business deal, pagers provided a lifeline for instant communication. This tiny device quickly became a symbol of professionalism, urgency, and even status, setting the stage for more advanced communication technologies to come. Pagers weren't just a communication tool, they became a cultural icon. In the 80s and 90s, you'd see pagers in movies, TV shows, and even music videos. From doctors in ER to business people in Wall Street, pagers were the symbol of staying connected and in demand. Celebrities, athletes, and even teenagers were seen rocking pagers, making them a must-have accessory of the era. Rap music in the 90s even celebrated pagers as a status symbol. Having a pager meant you were important, someone who needed to be reached anytime, anywhere. It was tech-savvy, cool, and undeniably iconic. You didn't just own a pager, you flaunted it. As the 2000s rolled in, technology was evolving at breakneck speed, and the humble pager couldn't keep up. The rise of mobile phones, especially with the introduction of text messaging, quickly made pagers obsolete. Why carry around a device that could only receive limited messages when cell phones offered so much more: voice calls, texts, and eventually, the internet? Pagers started losing their grip on industries they had once dominated. Businesses switched to cell phones, which offered more flexibility and convenience. Even hospitals and emergency services, once pagers' most loyal customers, transitioned to mobile technology that provided real-time, two-way communication. By the mid-2000s, most people had moved on from pagers. Yet, ironically, some niche industries still use them today. Hospitals in particular still rely on pagers because of their reliable, simple design and resistance to network overload during emergencies. But, for most of the world, the pager had become a relic of the past. They had their moment, and what a moment it was, but all tech must eventually give way to progress. Pagers may seem like ancient history today, but their impact on communication can't be ignored. They bridge the gap between old-school methods and the digital era, shaping how we handle urgent messaging. From hospitals to hip-hop, pagers left their mark on technology and culture. So, what do you think? Did you ever use a pager, or have you only seen them in retro shows and movies? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this nostalgic look back, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more fun tech content.